Docking request accepted.
Good morning, New Eden. Today is November 17th, 2024, and this is the Federation Frontline Report. I'm your host, Frozen Fallout, and my co-host here, who's cracking one open, is Mr. Samson. How's it going? Well, we had a fun little time on Wednesday. I think we're gonna talk a little bit about that, but we also there's some news of some things that kind of came up recently that I think we're gonna talk about today. We're also gonna kind of go over where we are. You can't be heard? Oh no, you are. Oh my God, has everybody been muted this whole time? Properties. Yeah, no, you've been muted. Okay, so now try.
Fucking Frozen.
There we go. Now it should work.
Getting me killed immediately as soon as I log on today.
Yeah, nobody
for the first time, and then muting me.
Yeah, well, it's this. My driver updates or whatever. Fucking bullshit. Anyways, so this is Samson. Samson, you can introduce yourself again.
Good morning, New Eden. How y'all doing?
So, we are going to be talking about today is, a couple of the new things that are kind of coming out. But one big thing that just kind of happened in the news and outside of the war zone, but also kind of cool, is there's the first Python kill has been discovered and displayed about. There's Reddit posts about it. People are talking about it all over the place. And so that, and look at that skin, like that is the base skin.
It's pretty
sexy, man.
Do AT ships even have other skins?
I don't know.
Yeah, because like when I saw, I didn't know it was an AT ship. I thought it was that when I initially heard the news about the Python, I thought it was going to be just the answer to the fucking Marshall for pirates, but no, it's a fucking AT ship. So now I was a little disappointed with that, because when we opened it for the first time today, I saw that and I was like, what the hell? Why does it have a fancy skin on it? Like, that's not how Z-Kill works. And then you're like, it's an AT ship, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, base skin is all special and neon shit. But yeah, so this thing is 1.2 trillion ISK.
And it dropped 17 billion?
17 billion ISK was dropped. So the base ship itself is going to be a lot, but let's kind of just take us through what it was this thing fit with. So it had go ahead.
Yeah, so no, yeah, we got an officer cloak, looks like here. Estemel's modified cloaking device.
7 billion ISK did not drop.
Just regular fucking 800mm cannons.
That's because, I mean, 800mm Tech 2, like, the Tech 2 guns are kind
Tech
of
2
like
guns are strong,
the best. Like, that's just their, unless you're like, maybe officer guns might be better, but you don't.
That's what I mean. Like it should all be like officer and abyssal, right? Like, we don't even know what these abyssals are, but it's a heavy abyssal newt, 500 MN abyssal.
You can't abyssal guns though.
No, but that there are different versions, like storyline and faction.
Yes, but you don't get your specialization skill boost to the damage for that.
So they only go. So there's like no point.
They are kind of better. They're just like slightly better. So guns, I understand. But but looking at the rest of this, the rest of it is...
Frozen, they're not polarized, okay? They should be fucking polarized.
no, you want the tank. That's one of the big highlights.
You don't want any tank.
Right? This guy's got tank.
A jump drive, abyssal stasis, everything's abyssal.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an officer.
Be abyssal or...
Is abyssal, yeah.
And probably abyssal officer mods.
Officer Cap Booster. Yeah, we don't.
So
Like I
this
said, we
is
don't know what the
probably
abyssals
worth
are.
way more than actually what's even listed here, and the drop
And
is
this-
probably way better than what it's listing here.
Yeah, look at this fucking unit P343554 modified damage control and officer damage control 10 bill. That was the most of the drop right there. 10 bill. 10. Not even. It's like almost 11 bill.
Damn, man.
And
What
Go
the
10's
fuck
modified
is
tracking
that?
enhancer. I feel like all these abyssals are officer
Yeah, they've got to be near officer and
because he doesn't. The only thing that isn't officer is the domination, the nanofibers. Everything else is officers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, officer and or like super special rare thing. That's
Yeah,
like not
and then he
even officer, but it's
Okay. Well, I mean, I can see these are
augmented.
like they're just augmented. That's not fancy. They could have been abyssals.
Can't do
as well.
anything with the.
They had a lot of shit in cargo too. Drugs, lots of drugs.
That makes
Ammo.
sense. I mean,
Yeah.
so in the
Fuel.
ship itself,
Yeah,
was worth 1.2 trillion.
1.2 trillion.
trillion is.
That's insane. And so basically, just the 17 that dropped, and then a little bit more is what the difference is.
Right, but I mean that could also be probably. I would say that there's maybe 100 billion is that's not being registered there.
Yeah, because of the abyssals.
Yep.
Yeah, at least. So like, so yeah, it's probably like a 1.35 trillion or something, 1.4 trillion.
That is crazy. So I heard that it was, from my understanding, is that it got caught inside of an ESS.
Though it got, I'm not, pardon my French, Frozen, but it got fucked.
Oh yeah, it just got.
Look at
pounded.
look what you
It
said.
didn't tank at
He's
all.
got
like,
tank.
because
It did not tank at all. It's done.
Yeah, they just came in and they caught it. There was like Hugin's on the field, and there was like a bunch of tackles that got on top of it. One of the tackle that originally got it didn't have rigs, is what I hear. And
So how is that? What
Well,
does
I
that mean?
it just means that they were, their ship wasn't at full capacity, and they still got still caught it. And, like, and the name of the ship was Rigs in Cargo.
Yes. Well, they're supposed to be in cargo then. That's the fit, bro.
That's the fit. That's the design. The design.
That's
of,
yeah. It's,
you get.
That's supposed to work.
That's how you get a Python kill, apparently.
yeah. No,
You-
absolutely.
you
You keep your rigs in the cargo.
Yeah, it's a magical spell. It'll be fine. You don't understand the hermetic work that has gone into the thought process of the symbols with that. So, the
Yeah.
symbology. So that is a really big, huge thing. Wednesday night we also had some good scuffles with Sedition.
Where was that? That's
So if you keep on
This
scrolling
one right
down here, so that's the second one. The first scuffle that we had with them, nope, up a little bit. So, actually, so there's Young Puke right here. We caught him. We caught his Loki on a gate. We were able to catch him and bring him down.
noise.
And he was like, fuck it, eh? Like, cause we bumped him off gate. He fucked around a little bit too much, and then he found out.
Found out.
And then I did get killed. We did end up like having to get the fuck out, and I did end up losing my Vexor. I think we lost a few other ships, but wasn't too bad. We caught a few other things, and then the next thing that we have is the Billy Bob Sedition.
Billy Bulb.
Billy Bulb. So we killed his Loki, we killed the Typhoon, we killed the Flycatcher, Broadsword, then another
Nice.
Loki, the Enforcer,
Nice.
and then
No,
Young
the Enforcer's
Puke's,
sexy.
Auger, and
Auger
that was a
Navy.
team up, as you can see, like the numbers. So almost all of our other kills are like 10.
Yeah,
like
I
10
think it
people
was.
on a
I
kill.
think Maniac
Uh,
mentioned in chat. He was like, "Yeah, we teamed," or he mentioned he messaged me. He's like, "Yeah, we teamed up with Sedition, or we teamed up with Caldari, and left a bad taste in his mouth, or something like that."
Oh, I feel bad. But no, that was we teamed up in order to like fuck with all the T3 and T2 shit that was on the field. We decided
To kill
team
it.
up. So But then, so Sedition, Young Puke did message me and ask for a rematch, and I didn't understand that he wanted to have like T1 cruisers. I thought he said like he's bringing cruisers. I thought he
That
meant
why this all green.
T2 and T3. Yeah, so we ended up like just smashing.
You messed up.
I didn't
Whoops.
bring the right and to his testament, they didn't leave, they tried, and we did end up losing one Brutix Navy issue, but it was to the Tama Nerve Gate guys.
Fuck snuff.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I'm gonna, we just gotta so say we all hold on.
Fuck snuff, so say we all.
Right here. This is it.
What is that?
So say we all.
F snuff. Oh, you redeemed it yourself.
Mhm.
Got it.
You should redeem it. You've
Yeah,
got
I'm
all these
looking at
points, and now I've got all these cool things to redeem on.
There, yeah, that's an F snuff.
But yeah, so the fight went really well with Sedition there. We definitely
Nice. They've been providing content lately.
They've been providing some good
That's
content.
good.
They've been going around and having fun, small gang, medium gang type kind of stuff, in the war zone on Wednesday nights. It's been
Viceroy
really fun,
Vladimir redeemed the fuck snuff.
Sedition did not. So I looked over the battle reports and stuff. They did in that fight. They did not have us outnumbered at all. In fact, actually, we were slightly above them. They did have 3 Logi, and we had 2 Logi, and we couldn't really kill.
Yeah,
much
but was that
until-
Logi the legendary Logi?
It was the legendary Logi.
That counts for more than 2. So that's not fair.
They did kill.
Shinji?
They did kill Shinji. That was the kill. That
Yeah,
they
but
got,
Shinji
was-
goes
that was
down in a fiery death so that we can get all the kills, right?
Yeah, because
But
we
you-
got all. Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. So they killed our Logi, and then we were able to burn all of them down before. That was a big problem. And we did have to burn down their Logi because their 3 Logi was rough. Like as you can see, there's. Well, actually, I guess looking at the kill board there, we killed the Logi in the end, and that was the end. And so.
Oh. Well, there's
But we
3
only had
augers.
two kills before that.
Yeah, Mauler and an Omen.
But yeah, so fun times. And then just before we went out on that night, we didn't have much success. Actually, the Trix got in and killed our Blackbird before we could like respond, and we killed like one of his 4 million-isk ships. But props on that. And then we teamed up with him, and then he went off to go do other stuff while we fought Sedition. But props to Trix. That was a lot of fun. Killing all the really expensive Sedition ships. That was fair because they had a bunch of really expensive shit, and Trix had a bunch of frigates, and we had a bunch of like cruisers. And
Well, that was like last
They had a
time when we
battleship,
took out their
know.
battleship. Well, we took out like all of their Navy battleships. That was fun.
I do have to say, Sedition has definitely been throwing fun money around.
Yeah,
They've been
absolutely.
killing shit, but
Respect.
they've been also throwing enough that it makes it so that it's a lot of fun fighting them. A lot of respect, actually. Next time I got to make sure, I'm trying not to leave a bad taste in Young Puke's mouth at the end. But he is Young Puke, so
He's used to it, yeah.
The bad taste in his mouth, it's, not all my fault.
Mm-hmm.
But so before we got on this little journey, can you show us what happened and tell us? Because I was like, okay, I have to get ready for the fleet, and I'm getting all this stuff ready. I gotta go smoke a cigarette, and then like I heard some shit, but go ahead.
Before I get to that, before I click on that last tab there, I'm gonna close this one too. Before I click on that last tab, I was gate camping virtually all day. And kind of on and off, and I had Cad joined me. I had Maniac join me. Tacky joined me. I felt like, didn't you join at some point or not?
Yeah, I
don't
was
remember.
joined up for a little
Yeah.
bit.
You were there for a little bit. And then I don't know. Were you there for the Macarial?
Yes, yep, I was
Yeah,
there
yeah,
for the
okay.
Macarial, but only
Yeah,
halfway.
yeah.
I wasn't on comms for the Macarial.
Yeah. So what happened was we got a couple of decent kills leading up to it. Nothing too fancy, typical gate camping stuff. Nothing I need to share. But like, then all of a sudden a Mach shows up on the gate, and I'm like, fuck, this is bait. Like, my brain's just, I'm just like, we're gonna get fucking dropped or something. So like, I'm like in my head sort of hesitating. He jumps through and starts immediately burning back to gate. I didn't engage him at all because he was neutral.
I engaged
and I
him,
was
but only after like 3 seconds of him being there,
Yeah.
because I didn't know what was going
And
on
then-
exactly.
And then when I realized that he's almost back to the gate, like Tacky was already fucking him up with his big ass rail guns. Like he was like he gets back to the gate with like 25% shield, and I was like, fuck. If I'd have just started firing,
Yeah, if
we
could've
might have
grabbed
got
him, scrammed him.
because he melted,
didn't have
man. His
scrams.
shields were gone. Yeah, we didn't have scrams. His shields were gone. To that point, he went back and he came back through it, and this time he burned away instead of burning back in. And since we didn't have a scram, he got away, and I think he took he was either in low armor. I think he was in really low armor when he got away, and he's like, y'all need to get scrams on your stuff, like
Yeah.
he just burned. Like, it was a really fast, it's a Macarial, so it was really fast. And I was like, damn it, fuck, we could have had that like both times. There could have been a different way. Shinji, legendary Lachi in the house. And so I was like, fuck, whatever, man, it's cool. And then he messages like us or like Maniac or somebody. I think he messaged in local, and he said,
I think he was talking
I'm gonna
about,
go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna reship. I'll be back. And then we camped for a little bit longer, but then I had like a meeting and had some other stuff that to take care of, and then I was watching like our Discord, and they were like, yeah, he never came back or whatever, right? So I was like, okay, well that sucks. And then right before the fleet, I came back on for like, I don't know, like an hour, half an hour, something like that, and we started setting up. And Maniac's like, hey, I told him like, where are you, what happened? And he's like, he's gonna reship, or you said you were gonna reship or whatever. And then he was like, okay, fine. And he's like, he starts getting set up, and we find out that he has a paladin. He brings a paladin, right? And he's in Haid, so he just comes from Haid in a paladin to the Haid gate, and jumps into Yvangir. So he's sitting on the Haid gate in Yvangir, and it was me, Tacky, and Maniac. So I had Gwen sitting on the gate in a Brutix Navy issue, but at the same time that he jumps through, a blue rapier jumps through as well.
Oh, no.
And so I'm like, okay, I don't trust this. Like, I tried looking at the Galmil rapier, like to try to figure out like what was its deal, but it was very innocuous in its reading of the kill board, and we didn't have that much time. So I warped off, and he jumped back through and left. And then we waited a second here, and then the rapier finally left, and then Maniac taunts him again, hey, come back, like we're waiting for you or whatever. And so he comes back, the rapier's gone this time, so I'm like, fuck it, let's do this. And before Gwen can even shoot him, he already is pounding on her Brutix Navy. And I was like, or so I thought. I was like, wait, I'm not taking any damage. And Maniac's like, he's engaged. I'm like, what are you talking about? What is he engaging? And then I start taking damage, right? So I was like, okay. And then I start like a little, the little death roll. I'm just rolling around him, orbiting him really close, no prop on, keeping him scrammed and shooting him with blasters. And I warp my alt in with a Newt Geddon, Maniac warps in a Kronos, and Tacky warps in a Mega Navy, and we just started pounding on this Paladin. And dude, like, he was tanking hard. And even after I saw him get neuted out the first time from the get-in, he started tanking again. He was like he was a dual rep, and he could rep his entire armor in like one go. And I was annoyed because then he obviously had cap boosters, so he was still going. So we had to like we weren't doing enough damage to break his reps, but we were doing enough damage to force him to use all his reps and all of his cap boosters.
Right.
And then when he finally realizes that Gwen's not gonna die, because like he cannot do enough damage to hurt the Brutix Navy anymore. It's in hull, and it's just like plink.
Yeah, it hit hull, which means that it's now into the bulk of the HP.
Yeah,
and
so he stops shooting the Brutix, and then starts pounding on the Geddon. And I was dual boxing, and I wasn't paying super close attention to things. I just like kill it, because I thought like this dude would just go down.
Yeah,
with
eventually,
that much
we got so much fucking shit on this guy.
So like I was like, because not only does, I mean, that's like a few thousand or more DPS plus newts from a Newt Geddon, but I warped the Newt Geddon right on top of him, which was a mistake. So he starts pounding on it, and like it was taking it pretty good for a while, but then it got down to about 10% armor, and I was like, fuck, okay, I'm warping it out. I'm not gonna lose the Newt Geddon. And he started faltering really bad. I saw chip damage on his hull, so I was like, I don't think we need the newts anymore anyway. I think he's out of everything, and we're just gonna burn through him right now. I was like, heat, and we got him. This is a tasty little blingy Paladin. We lost nothing. He got my Geddon down, to like 10%, and that was about the biggest thing. And I believe Maniac immediately shared it in local, and I think I don't remember. I think it was Chad Flame. I think was flying through. Like, Chad was flying through, and he was like, imagine, dude bringing a fair fight, and you just dunking on him or whatever. And I was like, bro, that was not really a dunk. Like, he took it like a champ for a long time and almost killed my battleship because I fucked up. But yeah, there was some nice drops too. As you can see here, the Corpus B-type Heavy Newt dropped, and the True Sancha Warp Scrambler dropped, and both of the True Sancha Heat Sinks dropped.
Yeah, I somehow ended up with some of this loot. I was like, I didn't even get to participate.
Tacky donated some of it to you.
Yes.
And
for the SRP
but yeah, we
fund.
split it. Like I was like, should we just donate all this to the SRP fund or whatever, And then Maniac was like, nah, we should split it.
Split that shit up, man. Like, I know, I agree. You guys had a good ability. Oh my god, somebody's dropping bombs on people. This is unbelievable. Way to go, guys. Murderers. Oh no, nobody died. Okay, never mind. But no, this was pretty epic. I wish I could have got in on this a little bit, but it would have even been more of a super dunk, as I would have just dropped a Vargur on top of this and just been like, here, eat another like 3,000 DPS. See how that feels. Although I have to see if my Vargur even flies at this point, because I think CPU changes. Oh no, I think Gwen. Are we losing you? Am I losing me? Am I streaming? Let me know if I am streaming. I think I'm streaming. I don't see any. Okay, and I am streaming. Okay, good, good. Nope, 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 yes, nope, yes. I'm frozen. Oh no. No, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. You are Samson. Who's on first? What's on second? 31st is third. Oh yeah. Well, so I guess it's just us. Samson has been hit by the first nuclear wave. It's okay. You know, that happens. The nukes go off, they wipe out humanity. And you know, but great life. He's streaming, but he's not. We can't see anything. This is the greatest podcast to ever exist. Want to know why? Because we can deal with these situations as they come. Because, you know, I'm just going to talk, well, we're waiting for Samson to kind of come back here. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up and we will talk about the new patch stuff that's coming out. So let's do that. Eve News. I know I should be like way better at this running, but there was a Revenant updates that happened. Let's see. Here, let me show you what I'm kind of looking at here while we're waiting for Samson to come back. Hold on. So there was patch notes that came out. Alright, so I think that new patch notes kind of came out. There was minor changes. One of the big things that's interesting, my audio is messed up.
Yeah, because you can't fucking hear me.
I can hear you now.
Okay, well, you didn't respond.
No, that's the first time I heard you. That's the very first time that I've heard you. So.
But anyways, yeah, I'll pull this back up really quick just to finish that. If it's working, I don't know if it's working or not.
Yep, let me
It's not the right monitor.
Pull that up here.
It's not working, is it?
It is just loaded.
There it goes.
Yep, and then I will drop this. What was this? See, kill. There we go. There we go. Now we can see what you're talking about.
I restarted Discord, and then when I came back, I was like, he still fucking can't hear me.
No, yeah.
That's why I said your audio's broken.
I looked back at it. I was like, I don't know what you're
No,
talking
so anyways, so we got that kill. It was a lot of fun. He came back later, was watching the stream, and he was
super chill about it.
He was super chill about it. I started talking about it, and he was like, yeah, I was scared of the fucking rapier too. And I was like, I know, it was blue to me, but I don't trust that shit. I'm not gonna fucking trust. It's a Sino. It's a Sino. If I'm engaged on a gate and something else has me tackled, all he has to do is drop shit and leave. He's not gonna get. And I'm next.
You might not even know he existed in that point because he's not on your own.
Yeah, I would just be like, where did all these fucking demers come from? But no, it was not a clean fight, but it was an unclean fight in our favor. And yeah, total dropped 1.2 billion. That was awesome. And it was a total of 3.4 or 3.34 billion iskis. And I think that's the kill of my week, man. That's definitely the kill of the week for me. But yeah. I don't know.
Wasn't the
But yeah, he
rapier
was.
my alt? Was it? Did you have a rapier alt in that situation? Because if you
I don't
did,
know.
then...
He wasn't here. Like he wasn't in comms or nothing. Um, it wasn't.
That's
It
so
wasn't one.
funny.
It wasn't an alt that I know. Were you jumping a rapier through the Hade gate?
Did you see a paladin?
Did
With
you
your
see a
alt?
paladin?
But yeah, no, that's Eve though. You know, that is Eve, and to be honest, like you can't like jump in something into a gate camper's home and be like,
Oh
oh,
yeah, no, it
they're
wasn't. It
only
wasn't
gonna
my flag.
bring small.
No, I wouldn't recognize it. He was just a gal mill, like a forced blue alt, like a either enlisted or just the NPC Corp Vigilante mill. That's why, and I didn't recognize the name, so I was just like, I don't care. Like I'm not dropping it. Also, too, it would have sucked if even if they were on our side and they dropped a bunch of demers on them, while we're already got our shit out there, like that would just be overkill. So I wanted a fair fight, not a fuck snuff fight.
Where there's a possibility of somebody dying other than the winning team.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Well, that's it. I mean, that's
on
what
the
I mean.
winning
Like
team,
that's it.
somebody can die
Like he
possibly.
almost killed my Armageddon. He almost killed it.
And if he would have done that first, as soon as he saw the Armageddon,
then he might have
killed
well,
the Armageddon, and then he might have been able to get some cap back to get some other stuff.
The problem was, I don't know if he had enough cap to hold it anyway. Because he never put a point on it, and I don't recall if he had a point on or if he had his scram on anybody. I don't remember, but I would say not, because if you're getting neuted, you might want to be able to continue shooting.
Well, you put it on when it's necessary, when you know that it's looking good.
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah, but exactly. Yeah, like if he's about to kill the Geddon, then he turns it on. But I boosted my Geddon off. I used the micro jump drive.
Oh, you got out with it before it was even a problem.
Well, I mean, he had it in 10% armor.
Right, but you were able to get out with,
Yeah. No, I'm a dick. I'm not gonna let you kill the Geddon, bro.
If you hadn't boosted out, would you have died?
Yeah, he could have killed. He totally could have killed it, because the armor was done. Like, it was a full armor tank.
And so it would have just melted the moment that would have been over.
And I feel like I want to say afterwards I found out that one of my modules was offline, because that account had previously been alpha for a minute. It's super annoying. Like, it automatically like offlines all your shit that you can't use if you log on as an alpha.
Oh yeah, yep.
So like I think it had like 20k less EHP than it should have.
Oh, from offline modules, huh?
From like one offline module or something. Yeah, because I think there's a Tech 2 something to do with the armor. It might have been a rig. No, not a rig, because it was an awful. Anyways, doesn't matter. It was fun, and he was really cool about it. And I would, I'd maybe give him a slightly fairer fight next time, because he was cool about it. But I mean, I got a fucking paladin right before the.
And then you missed out on all of the young puke dunking.
Yeah, I did miss out on all the puke stuff, which was what was crazy, because all of that combined with the paladin, it was like almost seven and
the
a half billion.
Was like billions of is 7 billion is something like that.
Yeah. And the paladin was like half of that.
Yes, the paladin was like a huge chunk of that roll.
You got more than half, I think, because with the no, because it was close. It was close. But yeah, it's a nice little blingy paladin. I'm just happy about it. But yeah, I hope to do some maybe somewhere. I'll do something similar. Maybe this Wednesday, some gate camping during the day.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just take a look real quick here. We're going to go back over to the patch notes. One thing that I just kind of wanted to point out that I found was really interesting is Nullsec just got a 30 to 40% increase to the amount of bounties. So like Hub's got a 28% increase, Rally's 28%, Patrol's got a 30%, Haven's 31%.
These are all the anomalies.
All anomalies, like the rats all got a huge bump because now they warp in, and they kind of warp in at different spots. They're not like just appearing in the same spot every time.
A little more AI.
And so you've got to actually do a little bit more than just sit like a bomb. Basically, one thing is that it's attacking drones, and they didn't intend for that, but they're like, well, here's a bump for it. But basically, if you're doing something that's more active and didn't care where these things landed, you get like a huge boost to your stuff. But if you're doing stuff like the lightning chaining of the whatever those stupid fucking ships are, that are cool.
Vortron projectors.
Vortron projector ships.
Got what are they called? Skyrims.
Sure, sky lick rims.
Dick breakers.
Dick breakers. Zarzak has an increase to its radius, so it's easier to dock. Increase the minimum interaction range needed to trade with the item traders, 10,000 kilometers. No big, huge, changes other than that. You had to kill a Roycule. Moonwolf, this just in. Moonwolf has just killed a Roycule. So
where's the Z kill?
Yeah, give us a Z kill of that.
Post the kill and
post the kill. Post the kill and right here. Oh, there we go. Post it up here.
Speaking of Moonwolf, we still got something.
Ooh, yeah, and yeah, before we wrap things on up here, Moonwolf has created another epic song.
Nice kill.
Yeah, this is 1 point, what was the 10 billion ISK destroyed, 5 billion ISK dropped, 15 billion ISK kill. Nice. Pandemic Horde going down.
I know what I can. I just thought I have an idea. Can I play these at the same time? Open with. Let's see. Okay, so I got that, and then I can open.
Moon Swarm kicking ass, taking names of Fearoxes here. Yeah, this is a nice little group that to be able to drop in on top of that. Ooh, I love the Thrashers. Or no, never mind. These are Sabers. Of course, gotta have them.
Okay, I might be able to make this work, but I don't know if it shares sound by default.
Let's find out. So we will flip over to you.
Okay.
Give it a shot here by
I'm going to share. I don't want to spoil it, so I want to share my screen. I'm going to share this screen. I have the Roycule up. All right. You can see. Can you see?
3 seconds. 2 seconds.
It's doing some weird thing.
There we
go. All right. Now, can you hear this?
Yes.
Can Absolutely. They hear it?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a little loud too. Let me turn that down just a little bit. All right. So I'm ready whenever you are. Then.
Yep. No, we're on it, man. Here we go.
All right. So, Moonwolf made another song. Ships stalling, war fashion camps nearby with G-Unit rigged to
queen of the gate camp, love, sex, pride. Gnosis pilot on a meteoric ride. Every ship that walks her way gets melted down in a fiery fray. With G-Unit fit, she's on
G-Unit
to
fit.
kill. Carving her name, shake and will. Whenever Kenyon, ruthless and free, rising to be the Gnosis queen of history. She camps for hours, her watchful gaze, scanning for prey through low-sex haze. No fighter too big, no frigate too fast. Every ship she locks down meets its last. One ship at a time, her legend grows. On her journey to be the best, Gnosis knows. Her lasers scorch, her webs ensnare. Each kill puts her one step closer there. She's the queen of the gate camp, love, sex, pride. Gnosis pilot on a meteoric ride. Every ship that walks her way gets melted down in a fiery fray. With G-Unit fit, she's on to kill. Carving her name with a shake and will. Whenever Kenyon, ruthless and free, rising to be the Gnosis queen of history.
Yeah, wait for it. We'll get into the breakdown here. Get the breakdown.
Came up to every hidden star. Her reign of terror spreads afar. Pilots warn on every gate. Stay clear of Kenyon or meet your fate. With every wreck, her rank ascends. No end in sight to the kill she sends. Her drones swarm fast, her lasers hum. By the time you see her, your fate's begun. She's the queen of the gate camp, love, sex, pride. Gnosis pilot on a meteoric ride. Every ship that walks her way gets melted down in a fiery fray. With G-Unit fit, she's on to kill. Carving her name with a shake and will. Whenever Kenyon, ruthless and free, soon to be crowned the Gnosis queen of history. So hail the queen on a rise to fame, taking her place in the Gnosis game. Guinevere Kenyon, fearless and bold, the gate camp queen whose legend unfolds.
So I was typing in chat here. Let me close that. I actually want to make a music video for it. That's just old footage that I have for a previous video that I made. But I do intend to make a music video, and I think Frozen wants to make a music video as well for his. So, oh, you're muted.
Yeah, so
sir.
yeah, I've got mine as well, and yeah, I want to make a music video for that as well. I'm also thinking about getting an animator to animate some cool, like, and because it feels like a very, like, mine is, and I feel like yours is also kind of like, feels like it could be like a good, like, anime mix with EVE Online anime, you know, like.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, if we could do something like that. But I just had that old footage. That's not even like, that's an outfit that she had way before that I don't use anymore.
But yeah, no, good shit, man. That's super
Dude, it's awesome. I
Moonwolf,
just props
thank you
for
so
Moonwolf.
much.
Moonwolf is in chat right now. He created that masterpiece, and
also showed us
yeah.
this epic kill that they just got right here that we got.
Yeah,
on the
that's
board,
work.
So
Yeah, that's a lot of people involved.
That's how you do it, man. That's how you bring down a Roycule properly, is just throw like an insane amount of fear
That's
axis
why.
at it.
That's why it's Goonswarm. That's why there's so many.
Goons threw that which they knew would murder it, and they did it. They did it proper. Good job. Good job on getting the point. I hear that's hard. So that's the hard part.
Goonwolf.
He's Goonwolf now. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
But yeah, no,
we should get an alt
we
with that for sure.
We definitely like it for sure. And I feel like we're gonna use it for other stuff in the future.
Oh yeah, a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, we got some. You know what? Next, now we need you to make a Federation Frontline song.
Yeah.
Federation Frontline's report song.
So I think one of the reasons, like that one, I really like the way the way Gwen's turned out. I gave him like a bunch of input. So like if we come up with some input for Federation Frontline, then we could probably figure that out.
That'd be super cool. And then you know, we got like 1 billion requests. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It is so cool.
Yeah, let's not overdo it.
No, I would have been telling milked you for everything you got.
Everything.
Oh man, awesome. Well, I think that we'll wrap things on up here though with that. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for listening, and have a great night.
Good night, New Eden.